The hit, the chase, the next one. Always the next one. My brain is a starving animal. Feed it, now! Feed it, now! My brain is a junkie and the drug is the new. The next school, the next, like the next hit of the cue. Dopamine drought, I'm a desert in search of rain. Every reward is a ghost, every pleasure is a stain. I taste the high, I crash the low, I ride the chemical tide. The same loop, the same game, the same lie, I hide.
Just one more episode, just one more buy. Just one more swipe to the dopamine fly.
I was born with a hunger that the world can't fill. A receptor deficiency, a factory standing still. They call it addiction, impulse, lack of control. I call it hunting for a feeling to make me feel whole. Started young with the sugar, then the screen, then the speed. Anything to make the quiet stop. To plant a seed, a pleasure in the wasteland. A spark in the dark, the dopamine hunt. I've been on this since the start. The hit comes fast, the high won't last. The crash is a canyon, the climb is a mass. But I keep climbing, keep swiping, keep chasing the light. Because the hunt is the only thing that feels right. Dopamine hunt, feed the beast. Dopamine hunt, never cease. Dopamine hunt, one more hit. Dopamine hunt, just a little bit, but it's never enough. But it's never enough. My sister hunts the same prey, different skin. She's a shopping spree queen, a credit card sin. She buys the dress, the shoes, the bag, the thrill, then returns it all next week. The return slips a pill. She says the box is the best part, the weight in the tier. The dopamine hits when the package appears. She's got a closet full of nothing, a bank account of dust. But the hunt is the religion and the hunt is the trust. I tried the meditation, tried the cold turkey, tried the block of apps, tried the just for me. But the dopamine demon is a patient friend. It whispers one more time, this'll be the end. Of the emptiness, the boredom, the void in your chest. So I click, I buy, I binge, I invest in a future that never comes, a pleasure that fades. The dopamine hunt is the game that never gets played.
They say just stop. Stop what? Breathing. The reward circuit is my blood. I wasn't born with a switch. I was born with a throttle. Full speed or nothing. The hunt is not a choice. It's a heartbeat. But I'm learning, the hunt is not the enemy. The shame is, the chase is not a sin. The crash is not a failure. I am not broken, I am just hungry. And hunger can be fed differently.
Dopamine! 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 Crash! Redeem! One more! Never fall! I am the hunter and the prey. The dopamine hunt is my only way. No more shame, no more hiding. The hunt is not a sickness, it's a wiring. I will taste, I will fall, I will rise again. The dopamine hunt,
not my master,
but my friend.
But my friend. What if I fail? What if they leave? What if I'm not enough? The questions never stop. So I stopped answering. I started fighting.
What if I fail? What if they leave? What if I'm not enough? The questions never stop. So I stopped answering. I started fighting. Is a courtroom where I'm always the defendant. Every thought a witness, every memory appended. Hanging from my neck, choking out the air. What if I said the wrong thing? What if they don't care? What if the bridge collapses when I cross it tomorrow? What if the joy I'm feeling is just a prelude to sorrow? I run the scenarios 100 to 1. The worst case wins before the race has begun. I've been a what if warrior.
never sleeps.
The what if warrior digs the deep, but I'm done digging. Watch me climb out of the spiral, out of the grime.
What if warrior?
Break the loop.
What if warrior?
Push through the hoop.
What if warrior?
Shut the door.
What if warrior?
I'm not fighting anymore. I'm living.
My mother was a what if warrior, she taught me the trade. She'd lie awake at 2 a.m. counting every mistake she made. What if I hadn't left my husband? What if I stayed? What if my son turns out like him? What if I'm not enough? I'm afraid. I watched her spiral in the kitchen, coffee cold, eyes wide. She passed me the torch of anxiety, a gift I never applied. For a crown, for a weapon, for a shield that weighs a ton. Now I'm carrying the what ifs of a mother and a son. I tried the breathing, tried the journal, tried the counting down, tried the pills, tried the therapy, tried leaving town. But the what if follow like a shadow with the grudge. Every time I build a bridge, they come with the sledge. What if the plane goes down? What if the test has failed? What if the love I finally found is just a fairy tale? The warrior doesn't sleep, the warrior just fights a war against a future that hasn't seen the light. I fought a million wars that never happened. I buried friends who are still alive. I've mourned a future that never arrived. No more. The what if is not my commander. The present is my only battlefield. And the only weapon I need is the breath in my chest. What if I win? What if I'm enough? What if the worst never comes? Let's find out! What if I fall? Then I rise! What if I break? Then I survive! What if they leave? Then I stay! What if I lose? I win my way! What if warrior? What if warrior? What if warrior?
Lay down the sword.
What if warrior?
The war is inside. And I'm
The Lord! No more what if, just what is. No more tomorrow's ghost, just tonight's fist. I am the warrior of the present tense and the future. The future can defend itself. What if I fail? What if I fail?
They came with casseroles and critiques. They crossed the threshold like a battalion.
This is not a family visit. This is a siege.
Hello, invasion! Yeah, the key turned in the lock, but it wasn't my hand. It was the in-law invasion, a hostile land. They brought luggage and judgment and a list of my flaws. You work too much, you cook too little, you should pause. Your career, your dreams, your spine.
Just bend.
We raised her better, we know what's best. We're her friend. I smiled through the grit, I poured the wine, but every word was a boot on the border of mine. They rearranged my kitchen, said my spices were wrong. They commented on my parenting, said the kids aren't strong. When we were young, we did it right. No screens, no fuss. My jaw is a fist, my silence is a bust. Ready to run them over, but my partner's eyes plead for peace. Another compromise, another lie. The in-law invasion is a war without a gun. They win by inches and I lose by ton. They came for the turkeys,
Stayed for the soul.
they built a beachhead.
They're on a roll.
But this house is mine, this roof, this land, and I'm taking back the upper hand.
Hello, invasion!
Breach the wall,
Hello, invasion!
watch me brawl.
Hello, invasion!
Set the boundary stone,
Hello, invasion!
I'll fight for my own. My mother-in-law has a key to my garage. She lets herself in when I'm away. Sabotage. She organized my tools, she cleaned my space. She left a note that said you're welcome.
A slap in the face.
My father-in-law critiques my car, my job, my jet. He whispers in my partner's ear.
He's not a safe bet.
I smile at holidays, I bite my tongue, but the invasion has been waged since I was young.
I tried the gentle talk, the couples therapy cry. We need boundaries, my partners sigh. They mean well, they love us, just let it slide. Let it slide, it's a landslide, a genocide
Of my peace, my space, my right to say your parents are not welcome here today. But love is a battlefield and the in-laws are the troops, and I'm the soldier with the manual of excuses and group.
They say, family is everything. I say, everything has a limit. They say be grateful. I say gratitude is not a leash.
This is not about hate. This is about land, my home, my marriage, my peace. The in-law invasion ends today, not with a war, but with a door that locks a door that says not today.
And that is not cruelty. That is survival.
Whose house? My house. Whose rule? My rule. Who decides? I decide. In-law, step aside. Boundary, 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 boundary. Not a wall, a shield. The in-law invasion will not yield. I will not yield. I will not yield. I will not yield. The casseroles are gone, the comments are done, the house is quiet, the war is won. Not with blood, with the locked door. The in-law invasion comes no more. Nothing left to lose. Nothing left to lose. They took my job, they took my home, took my name, left me alone. Empty pockets, empty chest, nothing left to put to rest. No more fear, no more faking. Every chain I had is breaking. Bottom is a funny place, nothing left to hit.
Just space. Just space.
I used to hold the rail so tight, afraid of falling, afraid of night. Now I'm standing in the rubble. Dead is gone. The pride is trouble. But trouble never killed a man. It just showed him where to stand. I'm standing where the floor caved in. Nothing left.
Let the war begin.
Nothing left to lose. Nothing left to prove. Nothing left to lose. Watch me move. Nothing left to lose. Nothing left to break. Nothing left to lose. Nothing left at stake. Nothing left to lose. Nowhere left to fall. Nothing left to lose. Now I have it.
My father lost his house at 55. Said, son, the bottom taught me how to thrive. When the last thing goes, you finally see the only chain that held you was the fear of being free. I watched him start again with nothing but his hands. Built a life from rubble, made his own demands. Now I'm his reflection, same fire, same blood. Nothing left to lose. I'm the flood.
The breed can't take what I don't own. The boss can't fire me, I'm already gone. The lover who left can't break my chest. I buried the need, I passed the test. Every loss was a lesson, every scar a key. Unlocking the cage they built for me. Nothing left to lose means nothing left to hide. I'm coming for the world.
Step aside. They asked me what it felt like to lose everything. I said, freedom. No more bargaining. No more begging. The bottom is solid ground, and I'm standing on it. Now get out of my way.
Lose, nothing, nothing, nothing left. Rising, rising. What's the fear? What's the chain? What's the price? What's left? Everything. Nothing left to lose. Nothing, nothing, nothing left to lose. Nothing, nothing, nothing left to lose. Nothing left to lose.
Nothing left to lose. They said my engine never idles. They said my radio never sleeps.
They don't know that the static is not broken.
The static is just more. dial that never stops turning. A mind like a city where every light is burning. They gave me a schedule, a list, a plan. I lost the list, forgot the plan, but I understand. Things they never see, the pattern in the noise, the shape of the silence, the unspoken voice. They call it distraction, I call it the deep, where the threads of the world come together to sleep. Ha, ha, ha. I've been called lazy, too much, too loud. I've been told to sit still, to blend in the crowd, but my crowd is the current, the spark, the wave. I'm not what they want, I'm what they crave. When the hyper-focus hits, I move mountains in hours. I see the solution while they're still counting the towers.
They measured me by their clock, but my time is a different rock.
Not slower, not faster, just a different beat.
The static is the song, the spark is the heat.
What do you hear?
When the world is quiet.
What do you feel when they say focus?
What do you feel when they say focus?
A cage, a lock, a riot.
Static and spark, static and spark. They call it disorder, I call it the art. Static and spark, static and spark.
Every thought is a question mark
that becomes a light in the dark. I forgot my keys, forgot my name, forgot the meeting, but I remember the melody of a stranger's heartbeat. I remember the solution to a problem they couldn't solve, because my mind is a wildfire, not a thing to resolve. They put me on pills, they put me in boxes. They gave me a label, a list of diagnoses, but the label is a lie, the box has no lid. The fire is a gift that they never did. I crash, I burn, I forget to eat, but I also build worlds while I'm walking the street. I see the beauty in the broken tile. I write a symphony in a single smile. This is not a curse, this is not a test. The static is the thing that makes me my best.
They told me to be normal. I asked them what normal means. They said, like everyone else. I said, everyone else is asleep. I am not asleep, I am the alarm clock. I am the one who sees the fire before the smoke. I am the one who finishes the marathon while they're still tying their shoes. I forget your birthday, but I will remember the shape of your sadness 3 years later. That is not broken. That is just more. I lost my wallet again!
I wrote a book in my head.
I forgot to eat!
I built a bridge instead. Static and spark. They call it deficit, I call it the mark. Static and spark. I am not broken,
I am the art!
static and spark. Static and spark.
Every thought is a light in the dark.
Static and spark. Static and spark.
They said slow down.
I said hark. Who needs a schedule?
We make our own time.
Who needs a box?
We write the new line.
Static and spark. The world is a question.
We are the mark! My daughter has the same spark in her eye.
I see it flicker, I see it fly.
They want to medicate her stillness away,
I want to teach her to dance in the spray.
of the static of the noise of the beautiful mess.
She is not less, she is more, she is yes.
We are the generation that stops saying sorry. We are the ones who turn the diagnosis into a story of power, of vision, of a different kind of grace. The static and the spark. We are the face.
They asked me if I would cure it, if I could.
I said, would you cure the stars for being too bright?
Would you silence the thunder for being too loud?
Then let me be the static.
Let me be the spark.
Let me be the thing you never understood,
but always needed. They call it ADHD. I call it the spark.
El cuchillo del capataz corta el cuello, pero también corta el silencio. Un día, la mano que empuña el filo será la mano que lo rompe. La línea nunca para, la carne, la sangre, la hora. The
foreman's knife. It glints, it hangs, it hovers, cortando horas, cortando vidas, cortando sueños. We punch the clock, we bleed the same, we carve the year. He walks the floor with leather boots and a smile that disappears when the whistle blows, when the count is low, when the line slows. He shows the blade not to cut me, to remind us who controls. El patrón, la migra, la deuda, la promesa rota. I hold the knife the other way just to feel the edge against my throat.
He says the steel is his to wield, that we are nothing but the yield. But every blade that draws a line is one that can be turned in time. Foreman's knife, cut the chain. Foreman's knife, in the vein. Foreman's knife, from his hand to ours. Foreman's knife, we will devour. Maquillo crossed the river with the blade his father made. Said this will carve a future, now it carves the unpaid trade. He worked the kill floor graveyard shift, the knife the foreman gave. One day the blade slipped from his grip, the line just let him fade. They send him home with the check that bounced and the scar across his chest. Now I carry both blades, la deuda y la herencia attest. The foreman doesn't know my name, he calls me Elo Boy. But every night I hold the steel and unlearn his joy.
Rise as one, you knife hand souls. Los que llevan la herida, los que rompen los moldes. The fire we carry is the edge, que corta el miedo, que corta la promesa rota.
They taught us to fear the steel they held, but the hand that grips decides the spell. El cuchillo del capataz se vuelve foreman's knife. The table turns. Knife, knife, head, head, blood, stand, stand. Foreman, knife, knife, head, head, blood, stand, stand. Foreman, knife, foreman, knife, foreman, foreman, knife, foreman, foreman, knife, knife.
He left his blade on the table today. He didn't come back. We stood in silence. Then one of us picked it up. Yes, nuestra. Now it's ours. Now it's ours.
Everyone wears a mask, some to hide the cracks, some to survive the day, some because the truth would be too heavy for the ones they love. This is the song of the faces we fake. I wake up, put on the mask before I brush my teeth. The one that says I'm fine, the one that hides the grief. My mother calls, I smile into the phone. She doesn't know I spent last night alone, staring at the ceiling, counting all the ways I've learned to lie about the haze that lives behind my eyes. The weight I carry through the gate of every office, every store, every crowded street. The mask is the only thing that makes me complete. To them, to the world, to the ones who worry, I've gotten so good at the hurry to change the subject, to laugh too loud, to disappear into the crowd. They see the smile, they hear the joke, they don't see the chains, they don't see the smoke. The mask is porcelain, the mask is thin. One crack and they see what lives within. The mask we wear to keep them out. The mask we wear to silence the shout. The mask we wear every day, every night. The mask we wear hide in the fight. I wear the mask of the good employee, the one who never breaks, who never disagrees. I wear the mask of the loyal friend, the one who listens to the bitter end. I wear the mask of the strong partner, the one who never asked, do you still want her? I wear the mask of the happy child, the one my parents raised, never wild. But underneath, the cracks are spreading. Every word I've left unsaid is dreading the moment when the porcelain shatters and they see the pieces, see the matter of who I really am, not who I play. But I'm not sure I know myself anyway. Take the mask off, take it slow. Let the real begin to show. But the real is terrified of what it finds on the other side. What if they leave? What if they run? What if they see that I'm not the sun? Then they were never mine. Mask off, but I'm also the one who tears it apart. I tried to take it off once at a party. Told a friend I've been feeling sorry for myself, for the mess, for the endless ache. She looked at me like I made a mistake. Said, but you're so strong, you're so together. I put the mask back on forever. That was 3 years ago. I've learned to craft a better shell, a better raft, to float above the wreckage underneath. I've gotten so good at the make-believe, but sometimes late at night I stare at the ceiling and wonder if the mask is the only thing I'm feeling. I don't know who I am without it anymore. Maybe none of us do. But I'm tired. And tonight, I'm letting the mask slip. Just a little. Just enough to breathe.